trapped in a box. Locked in a rhythm, stuck behind It's okay, he says his brother, 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 brother. Don't look away. Breathe, breathe into your veins. Don't look away. No, no, no one to blame. All the pain. Look shame right in the face. Open heart and say, yeah. Don't look away. Don't look away. Time is locked. Your silent scream, stuck above forever, never to be seen. Silver is his cry, picks up one piece by his side, and now we'll place down another, and another, and another, and another. Don't look away. Breathe, breathe into your veins. Don't look away. No, no, no one to blame. Hold the pain. Look shame right in the face. Open heart and say, yeah. Don't look away. Don't look away. No, 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 no one to blame. Hold the pain. Look shame right in the face. Open heart and say, yeah. Don't look away. Don't look away. Don't look away. Don't look away. Yeah, 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 yeah. Up in my head, up in my head, up in my up in my head. I don't miss the sky. But I don't miss the sky. But I don't miss the sky. It's you that I made. That's why you seem scared. I know I won't hurt you. Oh, maybe we were greedy. Oh, forgotten the pain already. Maybe we were running from something, afraid of facing all of these tough things. No light shines forever. Do we really only get one flicker? Cause all it takes is a heartbeat. All it takes is the same. All it takes is a heartbeat. And I don't even know your name. All it takes is a heartbeat. All it takes is the same. All it takes is a heartbeat. And your rhythm will live on forever. Oh, maybe we were needy. Oh, splashed by the surrounding sea. Maybe we forgot all the lost times. Vaporize the blood with our sunshines. No drum sound forever. Do we really only get one tremor? Cause all it takes is a heartbeat. All it takes is the same. All it takes is a heartbeat. And I don't even know the name. All it takes is a heartbeat. All it takes is the same. All it takes is a heartbeat. And your rhythm will live on forever. I can't explain the relief. I can't explain the relief. I can't describe the relief. When we heard your heartbeat. All it takes is a heartbeat, heartbeat, heartbeat.
Party people of the world, please welcome to the stage the world record-breaking beatboxer, world looping champion, a really nice guy. It's your favorite. It's SK Shlomo. Hello, 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 hello. How you doing? Good to see ya. It is Thursday night, people. Oh, something's gone wrong with this guy. How we doing? Good to see everybody. Oh my gosh, welcome to the, I don't know, special little live stream tonight. I don't know, I did have something completely different planned until about yesterday, and I thought, you know what? We should have a little celebration of the celebration. I don't know if you saw the event we did on Saturday night. The BST Rave, it was madness. I was so proud of what we did. We raised $5.5 grand. We had 4,000 kitchen ravers around the world, 35 DJs and 7 arenas, virtual arenas. It was incredible. So decided tonight we're gonna have the Comedown. I was gonna do something completely different, and I just thought, I'm not quite done with this. Let's just have an event, you know, just to say goodbye to what happened, to celebrate. Springtime is here, summertime is here. The sun suddenly came out here in the UK. Where are you guys watching from? Tell me where you are. My name's SK Shlomo. I'm in the UK. Big up to everybody who's tuning in. Hello to Jordan. Nice to see you too. Hello to Derry. It says happy Thursday. Yeah, what's up, Derry? Hello, Stu. Hello to you and the good people of chat. This is cool. Tell me where you're tuning in from, guys. I'd love to know. Rod Ayres. The people who are going to be on are my parents. That's funny because that looks like the people who are going to be on. We've got some of our ravers going to be joining us. Big up to Westmount Music. Hello, Laura. Hello, everybody who's tuning in. And tell us, did you come to the rave? How did you find it? Hello, Natasha. How are you doing? How was Saturday night for you? If you did join in the event, it was just so much fun. Honestly, I really enjoyed myself. I've got the footage from the show here, and we can watch bits of it, because every time I watch it, I see new things happen that I didn't see the first time. Because obviously you had like hundreds and hundreds of people involved, and lots of them were like raving in Zoom, and during the show I obviously couldn't see that. I couldn't see all the details, so to watch it back is really quite lovely. Hello to everybody. Yeah, Stubo is in Durham. Kilito 12 is in Ontario in Canada. Amazing. I love connecting around the world. Hello, Sue. Suze is in the house. Yes, Suze, how you doing? Welcome aboard to the debrief, to the Comedown. Socially distanced hugs from Florida. Hello, Chris. Love it. Everyone's in today. How you doing? Z to BCN. Hello to Mark watching on YouTube. We're on 4 platforms. We're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter. Natasha came to the rave. Yeah, you did. We saw you dancing, Natasha. You smashed it. You smashed it. It was so fun. Felt like a real knees up, a real get together. So if you have no idea what it is I'm talking about, BST Rave. If you don't even know what BST Rave is, I've got some of the footage here. And I can just show you some of it if you like. I mean, I haven't like cut it up into clips or anything like that. It's just playing on my computer. Let's just see what we've got. This is a bit of my DJ set. You can see our amazing wall of Zoom ravers behind me here. And I love rewatching it and just seeing people, everyone's decorations, everyone's outfits, people got their glow sticks out. Like, it doesn't seem real now. Like, at the time it was chaos, but like, looking back, look at the smile on my face. Yeah, so that's how it started. Bit of me, bit of DJing. And we had a bit of Adam Fabulous, my rave husband. I'm absolutely in love with Adam. He's such a joyful human. I was going to try and get him to co-host with us tonight, but he...
Shout out to Jordan.
He had a gig. Oh, shout out to Jordan. Jordan, you're being shouted out in the past and in the present. So at this point, you can see we're on 68.4% of our $5 grand total. This was quite early in the night. Had a bit of Matana. She smashed it. Love Matana. So colourful. Hang on, I missed someone out though. I missed out the first act. Sophie Ellis Bextor. She smashed it. She smashed it. What a star. It really, really was. amazing. I could... Bit of alternate, we went a bit of old school rave. That was amazing. Robbed a bank, played a load of drum and bass. DJ Michelle, the 9-year-old superstar from Dubai. She smashed it. A lot of people said that was a highlight. Who else did we have? There's me, my calm top. Howard off of Take That. I swear about half of the £5.5 we raised came from Take That fans. He smashed it. He absolutely smashed it. Doesn't feel real. How can we just be casually having a Take That member DJ for us as if it's nothing? What is going on? We had Micky Finn, one of my absolute drum and bass heroes. He's going to be on the stream tonight. He's going to be joining me later. So later on, I'm going to have a bit of Micky. I'm going to chat with Georgie Rogers, one of the other DJs we had, and Matt Black from Cold Cut. And we're also going to meet some of you guys, hear some of your stories, your raving stories. I'm very excited. I'm glad we can sort of debrief what on earth happened last week, because I've been in a bit of shell shock ever since. There's Matt Black from Cold Cut. He did a really cool, like, live looping kind of triggering set. You can see everybody raving in their living rooms. I loved it. What else? DJ Rap absolutely slayed it with the drum and bass. So did AAA Bad Boy. And then I just ended up DJing at the end for about 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. I don't even know how long it went on. I lost track of time. It went on until 4 a.m. and people were still there, so I was just still playing. It was amazing. It was amazing. So you know, that's what happened on New Year's Eve. Not New Year's Eve. On last Saturday night. So if you were there, give us a little shout out. If you weren't able to join us, that's okay. But we'd love it if you wanted to donate. We were trying to raise money for Calm, which is an incredible suicide prevention charity. They've got a helpline, and it costs them a lot of money. It costs them about £8 per call or £8 per web chat. The costs of running a charity like that just so high. So we're trying to help them. And we raised, look, you can see on the screen there. It looks like someone's just donated. I swear that was a bit lower a minute ago. Thank you, whoever just donated. We're on 5,600. That's incredible. Thank you so much. If you do still want to donate, we're hoping tonight might just raise a few more. Just go to bstrave.com. There's the link. And stick it in the kitty. I did have a little thing on here which pings up when you donate, but it gave a little error at the beginning. Let me see if I can get it to work again. Oh, that's that one. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, we're going to have a bit of fun tonight. So let me see who's here. Oh, Mark's here on YouTube. He says, big up Micky Finn. Sue says, Matt Black was lovely. Well, good news, Suze. Matt's coming back to have a little chat with us. Pulp Babe wasn't able to make it, but looks amazing. Thank you. Jordan loved bobblehead sets. So what I haven't shown you there is any of the breakout arenas. We had 7 virtual arenas. So this, what I've got the recording of, is just the main stage, and you can actually rewatch that still at bstrave.com. But we actually had in Zoom all these virtual arenas, and you could choose which one to go to. I haven't seen any of that. I was on the main stage, so I didn't get to see it, but it really was incredible. Chris says, what's on your back? Is that a speaker vest? Yes, I was wearing a sub pack, which is a wearable bass speaker, and it was absolutely joyous. I could hear so much energy, and especially when I was beatboxing, that was really cool. So I'm going to do a video about sub pack for you guys soon. I think they're cool. Big up Stu. Laura, Pip and I were dancing in the kitchen all night. A little sore the next day, but just amazing, Shlo. Keep up the good work. I was very sore the next day. My legs were hurting. My calves, I think it's from all the jumping. It really was special. So listen, just to get you in the mood of like why we did this and why we're still kind of trying to raise this awareness and raise this money, I've got a video here that Calm sent through, and I'd love to play it to you now. Let's have a
to listen to somebody that you love describe that they're suicidal and you can't see anything that's wrong in their lives, but it's just what's going through their head. There was one week where it happened constantly. He wasn't getting out of bed. That was the week when he
Odds are, if you haven't lost someone you know and love to suicide, you know someone who has. Calm exists to change this. Calm stands with everyone who is struggling with life. We support people with issues like debt, addiction, job loss, divorce, mental health issues and homelessness. We help people who need it most, taking 7,700 calls and web chats every month. In 2018, we directly prevented 675 suicides. Calm stands shoulder to shoulder with the thousands of people left behind by suicide each year, and with them led the appointment for the world's first Minister for Suicide Prevention. Calm stands with an army of supporters in homes, workplaces and clubs up and down the country, spreading our message, wearing our vests, hosting events and having vital conversations. We use music, comedy, sport, film and anything in between to get that message across. Calm stands with the biggest and best organisations in the UK. Partners like ITV, Dave, Topman, Tesco, Lynx, LNER and many more enable us to reach millions, challenging stereotypes and challenging the stigma that prevents people talking about suicide and seeking help when they need it. Calm stands for the campaign against living miserably, and we're leading a movement against suicide. Stand with us and we know we can help your staff, help your customers and reach men all over the UK who need it most. Together we can change culture and save lives, so more people like Lisa will still have a Jonathan to call a husband and a father to their kids.
Thankful to be here, thankful to Calm in terms of the support that Calm's give us both and that sort of new lease of life, I guess.
Hello, I'm Simon Gunning from Calm, and I just want to say a massive thanks to everybody that made the BST Rave happen, from Shlomo to all the other DJs to Fourth. Hello, I'm Simon Gunning from Calm, and I just want to say a massive thanks to everybody that made the BST Rave happen, from Shlomo to all the other DJs to 4,000 ravers. You gave an incredible amount of energy, brought awareness and supported Calm services. It was fantastic. We totally salute you and we look forward with optimism to when we can do it again in person. Thanks very much.
Yes. Man, thank you so much, Calm. Everyone at Calm has been really amazing, really supportive. I mean, sounds obvious that a charity would be supportive of something like this, but you'd be surprised. When I first wanted to talk about my mental health, I reached out to some of the really, really big charities and said, look, I want to do some fundraising, I want to do some campaigns. And let's just say Calm are very different to the other charities I spoke to. They're just really, really on it, really down to earth, really just there for all the right reasons. So felt like such a good alignment. And the first time they sent me that video, first time I watched that video that I just played, it absolutely broke me. Just that character, that lady at the beginning, I thought she'd lost her husband. And then at the end, when you see that Calm saved him, it's it's very close to home. So amazing work. Thank you so much, Calm, for everything you've done. We absolutely love you. We really, really love you. So that's why we're doing all this. I mean, obviously we're having a huge amount of fun and bringing the world together and helping ourselves. But thank you to everyone who donated. It really is so touching to see. We're now on 112% of a £5,000 target. It's just mad. And I also have this vision after Saturday. It was a big step because we've done a couple of these big raves, big charity events already. But both the last two that we did it in a big professional studio where I had like a whole crew behind me. And for this show, I had to do it by myself because of just the current lockdown conditions. And we had no budget at all for this show. So I had to try and produce it completely solo. I had some remote support from producer John, who's watching, I think. I just seen him comment. Yeah, there he is. John. Hello, John. How you doing? We love John. and had my remote support from John and Adam and Jenny and Reese, which was really great. But really, it was that main room was down to me to try and connect all those acts, trigger all the video, make it all work. So I was really proud of myself. But what I have done is I've come up with a bit of a vision for an event, for our next event. I'm very excited about it. And it kind of revolves around the fact that we're hopefully going to be allowed to do stuff in person. And I've been live streaming every Thursday for a whole year now. It's been incredible. And I'm excited about going back to performing on stage. But I'm like, why would I only perform in one town when I'm broadcasting globally every week? So I've got some exciting ideas for hybrid events, which I can't wait to tell you all about. Right, so listen, I wanna bring on my first guest for the night. Honestly, this guy is one of my teenage heroes, Micky Finn, and his whole sort of scene of drum and bass and jungle was just my absolute upbringing. All my first raving experiences were to people like Micky Finn, and Fabio and Groove Rider, Andy C, Lemon D and Dillinger, all those people. It's incredible. So I'm really excited to welcome him to the stage. Can we please give him a massive BST Rave loving welcome? He absolutely smashed it last Saturday, and he's back here to have a little chat with us. Please give it up, everybody, for Micky Finn. Micky, how you doing?
Good, man. You?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks so much for your amazing show last week, man. So many people said it was their highlight.
Wicked.
It was cool, man. What did you think of the whole thing?
Mate, I've not seen nothing like that where you had the Zoom people going on. You kept popping up on the screen. Twitch is quite a cool thing, isn't it? I'm a bit of a dinosaur when it comes down to Twitch, and I was really impressed. It was really cool concept and a great cause,
Mate, honestly, it was so good to have you on there. And I've been following you and your whole scene since I was, a teenager, so it was so exciting. And the visuals were so good. Lots of people commented on the visuals, man. They were so cool.
Yeah. Well, I've been keeping myself busy in lockdown. I've always played around with, I only do it in iMovie. I'm not a video editor by any means, but I kind of am one of them people that if I have to try and learn it myself and stop relying on, so I taught myself, and it was kind of, I got no disrespect to anyone else that's been doing streams, but I got a bit bored with just looking at Micky in the studio. Yeah. So I kind of thought other people must be bored as well. I was either going to stop doing them or try something new. So I started doing all the overland and stuff,
So
and
cool, man.
Having great fun with it as well, going and finding old footage, and yeah, it's a great bit of fun. Keeps me busy.
Really cool, and it just gives a real bit of energy to it. So let's talk a little bit about the cause that we had. We raised £5,500. It's incredible. A lot of that money came from Micky Finn fans, so thank you very much.
I mean, look who you had on there. There's a whole team of people that kind of, want to give a little bit of time out to entertain the little girl.
Michelle, DJ Michelle.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I was like, am I okay to go, has she got an agent? Oh my God, she's gonna
talent,
be something. Yeah, she's a talent.
For sure.
Yeah,
man.
Great concept, mate. Great calls. I hope that you do it again and more people get involved, because why not?
We will, man. I'm hooked now. There's no going back.
And all people were dressed up and got lights going on in their front rooms and stuff. It's like, that's great.
It was really fun.
I was sitting out in the conservatory watching it, smiling.
I'm so glad we could have you. So listen, like when we first chatted, we only first connected a couple of weeks ago, so it was really quite late notice. But like, we had a little chat, didn't we, about why this cause is so important, anti-suicide and helping people who are struggling with mental health. Like, do you want to tell us a bit about what you were chatting to me about?
No. No, I mean, see it like, as in when I got counselling.
Yeah, you told me you think it's really important that we talk about this stuff, and that, you know, especially.
I mean, I've quite a lot of people, friends of mine, when I tell them that I got counselling for 22 months, every Thursday, without fail, Micky was knocking on the door, and friends of mine are quite shocked, but I didn't have the tools to help myself.
Yeah.
And I had to come to terms with I had certain problems going on, and I went to see a counsellor. And every Thursday, I think I told you my analogy that the quickest I can put it down to is it was almost like the luggage cart that takes all the suitcases to the plane. Every Thursday, I dropped a suitcase off, and life got better. Life got lighter, because I don't know if it's hard to kind of translate that life can get heavy, you know, and I obviously didn't have the tools to kind of repair myself, and I don't mind admitting that I went to see someone that did have the tools, and I not loved it, but yeah, I loved it, because I started dealing with what was niggling, you know, and was my demons, let's call them.
Yeah.
And it went right back to my childhood. So I had to go back to that little boy and get everything out on the table, which I love doing, you know, cry my eyes out. But as long as I got to, and I noticed it straight away that she was helping me. You know, and I say to friends, listen, it's not bad to go and get counselling. I don't know, I'm kind of known as a bit of a, I think people would be shocked, you know, when they hear that I went nearly every Thursday for 22 months, and literally to the counsellor went, I don't think I can help you anymore.
It's amazing.
Like, I think your thinking is different, and it just, I don't know, I think it's a lot to do with your thinking. It was to do with mine, you know. I've kind of trained myself, and I try and stay positive, because I could get on a negative thought and go, Jesus Christ, how have I ended up in this dark place? And I use funny little things like, no, I don't know, I can only speak for myself, but I can still think negative, but I grab it straight away, and I can put on Family Guy. I really go to comedy a lot.
Yes.
I was shown that. I don't know, I'm a bit anal, and, you know, I'm a quick learner as well, and I've had people, you know, counsellors say, you know, you stay on, what do you want to do? You want to contribute to your life, or do you want to contaminate your life? You know, simple little, just one-liners that I try and live by. You know, the only thing that comes out of negativity is negativity, and I just try. I don't want to be down that road no more. You know.
Man, I love it.
Artists are just like anyone else. They're just, I play records for a living, and I've been given a great chance in life. But if you break down what I do, I play records for a living, and my head and everything else don't work for no different from a bricklayer. You know, we're all just the same people. It's just
humans.
That's what we do as a career. You know, there's nothing special about the entertainment industry. Yeah. You know, we happen to, that's the way I look at it. Some people disagree, but I put my jeans on just like you.
Oh, mate, that is so good to hear you speak like that. I mean, I'm someone who's also, you know, I'm still in therapy. I went back to therapy last summer after a break, and I'm still there. I'm every Friday, so you were every Thursday, I'm every Friday. But I think it's important that, like, I really look up to people like you, and and you and I are both in the public eye, so it's really helpful if we can tell the world it's okay to struggle and to share those vulnerabilities. So Micky Finn.
I won't say who because he's quite close to me, but he's like, I'm going to see a counsellor. It's soft. It's like, well,
That's
if
the
I'm
stigma.
soft, but I'm happy for the rest of my life, then call me soft.
I'll take it. Yeah, I love it.
It's about being happy, for me, and I wanted to be happier, and basically I've got something put on the line that if you don't go and see a counsellor, and I was married at this point, and she is an American woman, but she's my ex-wife, and she had my son. She went, look, I'm going to go back to America with him, and I didn't want that, so it's like, it's kind of crunch time, It wasn't a physical abusive relationship or nothing like that, but it just wasn't right because I had things back here going, to do with my upbringing, and I never saw it. A lot of people think, well, I know I ain't got no problems. No, you don't. Because you've got your conscience, and my problem was in my subconscious stuff that I'd locked away that I obviously weren't thinking about on a daily basis, but they were back there doing damage, Yeah. And I was just, I was pretty sad, Now I'm not. I've got the best partner in the world. Got my dogs here.
And you got your music, got your record collection.
I mean, it's strangely, lockdown has kind of been, and I don't want people to think, I can only speak for myself, but it's been quite good for me because I've had some great thinking time, and I kind of keep myself busy. I try and not, if I keep myself busy, because I want them, and I'm a bit of a workaholic, which I am conditioned. I can shut shop at 6 o'clock, and my missus is an estate agent, so I kind of try and lead a normal life. If kind of, rather than, I don't know, an entertainment industry can consume you, I believe. I think we touched on this before, and it is a job to me. I won't let it take over my life. I did years and years ago, and I trained myself to shut shop at 6 o'clock unless it's an emergency. I get up early, like I'm up at 5 or 6, and I try and, it's a job. And I know so many people, maybe I'm going to sound like an old stig in the mud here, but I've been doing it 30 years, and I do see people let this thing, artists I'm now saying, take over their life. I have always, if I go on tour in Asia, Australia, America, wherever, I do my work. I ain't got no problem going home to the hotel. I'm still Michael Earn. It ain't like you've took me out of this high energy, some artists can get it twisted, and they can come down with a nasty bang, and I just try and keep your feet on the ground. This is a job. It's going to be over at some point, your career's going to end at some point, and it's a job. I am just Michael Earn, and when I go on stage, I'm Micky Finn,
Well, Micky, we're so lucky to have you as Michael or as Micky Finn, and we're really grateful that you gave up your time and energy for our show. Is there anything you'd like to say just to close off to our ravers who helped us raise that money?
Yes, come on, get your dough out. I sound like Bob Geldof, right? It's that Bob Geldof moment. No, it's a great cause. I mean, I have always looked at charities. If you can give as least as £1, we don't want 50 quid, 100 quid. If you've got it, brilliant. But if you've got £1, or I don't know what that 20 fags cost you, cigarettes, if you're international around the world, it's a great cause, right? And make sure you book me for the next one. I loved it.
Oh, mate, we'd love to have you up next time. Thank you so much, Micky Finn. What a star. We love you. Round of applause, everyone, for Micky Finn. Yeah. Micky Finn, everybody in the place. Thank you so much, Micky. And as Micky says, if you can spare the cost of your fags, please do. You can go to bstrave.com and donate. We're raising money for Calm. If you just joined us, this is the BST Rave Comedown live stream. Because last Saturday night was very, very crazy and intense. And I just needed a space to just kind of like, what the hell just happened kind of moment. Just to kind of go over what happened. So if you weren't with us last Saturday, you can actually rewatch a lot of the show at bstrave.com. There's the link down there. A lot of the songs have been muted on Twitch, but a lot of them haven't, so you can still hear a lot of it. Big up to Micky Finn. Lots of people giving you love. Big up to DJ Fack over on Twitch. Loved his honesty. A reminder the artist on stage also is someone else when they're not on stage. Exactly. Jordan says Saturday was super high energy. Yes, it was. Rod totally agrees with Micky. Crowd leader, where can we watch you, Micky Finn? Oh, Micky, if you're still there, shout us in the comments. Where's the best place to follow? He's on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Micky Finn. Pulp Babe says, well done, Micky. Thanks so much for sharing your story. Sue says, bless you. Thank you, Micky. Important message to share. We love it. Sus for Mar on Twitch is excited that you're using comedy to get through your mental health difficulties, Micky. Respect. And Killian says, thank you for sharing. Takes a lot to take that leap. Amazing. What a hero. One more time, give it up for Micky Finn. What a star. And his set, if you missed it, you can rewatch it, bstrave.com. His set was off the chart. It was so good. He had these crazy visuals. He had an incredible just mix of old and new drum and bass. It really was something. Anyway, we are going to go to our next guest now. I put a little call out. We had a WhatsApp group for all the ravers, and I put a little call out. I sent a little email out to all the ravers saying, has anyone got any funny stories or anything they want to share about their experience of raving from home on Saturday? And I got a lovely message back from our next guest, who's one of you lot, one of you home ravers. We're going to bring on Lee. Are you there, Lee? Hey, Lee. How you doing?
Hi.
How's things?
Yeah, good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. It's Lee and Rod, right?
Yes, yeah.
Where are you watching from?
We're in Carshalton in Surrey.
Ah, Surrey, massive. Well, thanks so much for joining our rave on Saturday. It was you guys really stood out. There was a few like little people in my Zoom grid who were just the whole night just did not stop jumping, and you guys definitely took the crown.
We raved, I think, for a solid 8 hours and only stopped to grab a drink and use the bathroom. The rest of the time, yeah, we didn't stop moving. I think my step count on the night said about 30,000 steps or something, and I've got the sore calves to prove it.
Man, I could hardly walk the next day.
I walked for 3 days.
3 days? That's amazing. I feel like did you not win a prize for step count on one of our earlier raves?
And there was a call out at the time, I think, and someone said that can't be right, so they must have been cheating. And I was really upset because you've seen now with your own eyes that I can bop for 8 hours solid. And I didn't cheat in the slightest. I set it at 0 and I won it fair and square.
That's amazing. What would be your kind of your big highlight from Saturday or from any of the raves you've done? What's the story you wanted to share with us?
Well, I won't lie, I wanted to be prepared and organised, and so I actually started to write a list, and then I had it on a little piece of paper about this big, and it got bigger and bigger, so I've changed it now, and I've got it pinned to my camera, and I kind of wrote everything down.
You've got a set list, you're just like me.
I won't waffle on, but I wanted to get it all across. So I started off by just writing down thank you, first of all, because this is the 3rd rave of yours that we've been to, and every time you put one out, it's like, right, move the computer, get the lights out, let's go and buy some glow sticks, let's be prepared for this, so we're always really excited. So thank you for putting them on. Obviously, we're all stuck in lockdown, so it's nice to have that something to look forward to. And I think what we really liked about it is that it can be like a family affair. Yeah. So the kids get involved as well. And I think on Saturday, my son especially was more involved than normal we had to kind of bribe him a little bit because he wanted to stay up to watch the clocks go forward. And we said, absolutely fine, but you have to join in. And so I taught him. So there's a video footage that we've got of myself and my son doing the Running Man, which I will absolutely treasure because it's 9 seconds long, I think, but it's beautiful. I just love it. You know, I've taught my son the running.
We should have got that footage off for you to play. That would have been fun.
Yeah, it was brilliant. It was so cool. So, and then also as well, I wanted to really briefly mention that, you know, you said that you smashed your target, but actually your target started off at £1,000. So you actually smashed it loads more than what you actually set out to do. So I think that's probably worth a mention as well. So well done for that. You said that you were doing it on your own, and it was so smooth. It looked so effortless. It was just brilliant. You cut to every person at the, it was just perfect. It was so smooth. We had such a good time in every single act that we watched. And to be fair, we didn't really venture out of the main room because everyone in there was brilliant, and we found some new acts that we've never seen before that we're going to start following now. So all of that was really brilliant. And then also from the raves we've been to before. It was because you set up the WhatsApp group. There were names of people that probably were more vocal than others. But then when the Zoom came on, you could put those names to faces. So it kind of felt like you were raving with people that you knew. Like, and there was Natasha especially stood out for me because I remember her from the New Year's rave, and she was there again. Saw her dancing the last time.
Big up Natasha. I think she's watching now. Natasha's been a real loyal follower of these streams. We love you, Natasha.
So when she was in the competition, we were kind of like, go Natasha, and it just was so family friendly, and I felt like I was out but in. You know, I'm sort of thinking when lockdown ends, like, don't stop doing these as well because we can stay with the kids, but still attend a rave. Just the whole thing, Shlomo, mate. It was just amazing, absolutely amazing. And
obviously you had one of our favourites, like you just said, Micky Finn was there.
Yeah, we just did. What, 54 now? Because we met at a rave 26 years ago.
Wow.
When I was 17. So, and Raymond, we're lucky because it's a passion that we share. So, we love it, didn't we? Just proper bopping around in our kitchen brings us close together. So honestly, we're just brilliant. Just the whole thing, brilliant. Loved it.
Oh, well, thanks so much. Everybody give it up for Liam Rod. Sorry. Thank you for all the love. I really appreciate that. Everyone's loving you in the chat as well. Suze particularly says she loved you too. Jordan says big ups, and says hey to everybody. This is nice. It's lovely that you guys could come on. So thank you so much. And hello, how you doing?
Can't wait to see you again. Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, sorry. One more really quick thing to say. You asked for some volunteers to do a sound for something. It's a piece of music you were going to put together, I was waiting to get your attention because Eddie's a really big fan because we found you in lockdown initially doing beatboxing with the children.
Yeah.
So I was on his behalf. So I thought, great. And then you came up on screen. Eddie legged it, and then Rod
Eddie, you did a runner.
Rod was poking me under the table as if to say, "You've got to do this now." And all I could do was a raspberry. I mean. The shame, I'm so embarrassed.
Do you know what? I think we should watch that. Let me see if I can find that. Hang on. Let me see if I can find that. That was a moment. Hang on. So that was like
to our friends at dinner parties. Oh God, the shame.
When was that? Yeah, it was during my beatbox set, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Really well. I'm going to try and make a track out of you guys.
Yeah, this is it.
Sample you into my machine.
You watch Eddie leave.
Some volunteers who are able to unmute. So make some visual noise if you'd like to know what they're talking about. Oh, John, can you help me? Can you?
There you are.
I love you guys. You guys have been watching me raving the whole night. It's so good to see. Right, okay, you guys ready to make a sound? What I need you to do, yeah, is count me down 3, 2, 1, and then just make a sound.
Here he goes, and then us now poking.
1, so I know when to record.
3, 2, 1.
Wow, that was a work of great beauty. Thank you very much. Who else would like to have a go? Who else would like to?
That's amazing. That is just amazing. Thank you. But what that doesn't show is that we then managed to turn that raspberry into some beautiful music. So go us. Amazing. Thank you so much, Leroy. And what's your boy called again?
Eddie.
Eddie. Lovely to see you, Eddie. You didn't run away this time. Well done. But I'm hoping I can come and see you in real life and do some shows out in Surrey, and we can make some music together. Everyone give it up for this lovely family. Thank you so much. Peace and love. See you guys later. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is lovely. This is a bit of a love fest. It's really, really nice. So thank you. I'm going to move on swiftly into our next guest. Another one of the acts who was performing on Saturday night hey, it's working. Look, Alex donated. Yay. Thanks, Alex, for donating. It's working. Finally, my little ping thing's working. Thank you for the donation, Alex. I appreciate it. If anyone else wants to donate, you totally can. Just go to bstrave.com here. And all the money goes directly to the charity, to Calm, the campaign against living miserably. Anyway, I'm going to bring on our next guest, one of the amazing acts who performed on Saturday night. Another one of my heroes, Cold Cut. You must know about Cold Cut. You must know about Ninja Tune. Absolute part of electronic music history. And I'm joined by Matt, who was a big part of the night in the end. He did his show, but he also was raving with us on Zoom and just I think I sampled him as well in that same moment in time that we just played. Let me just see, is he here? Ladies and gentlemen, please go crazy for Matt Black from Cold Cut. How you doing?
Yeah, pretty good, Shlomo. Good to be here, man. Good to be here again.
Thanks
that
for
was
joining
great
us.
Fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it was good fun, man. We really loved your set because I don't know, there was a lot of very, very hard music. I mean, it was a rave. Obviously, you want to have lots of house, lots of techno, lots of drum and bass. But it was so refreshing. You came through with a kind of soul and Latin and reggae kind of vibe, and you were performing it live. You weren't just DJing. You were chopping it and manipulating it and triggering stuff with your own instrument, right?
Hopefully that came over. Yeah, well, I thought it'd be nice. I knew there'd be a lot of banging music on, right? So I thought I'd do something a little bit different. And Cold Cut have always been about mixing up. So yeah, played some funk and soul and reggae and some different flavors like that. It was okay. And it's chopped up using an app which Cold Cut have put out, which is called Jam. And that's sort of the instrument I use nowadays. I still love my turntables, but don't come onto them all that often. And I actually like these new touch instruments that you can control and have a lot of power real time to sculpt the music and mash it up real time.
That's something we really need to get into because I do a lot of tech streams. I've got a big community of geeks. We've got.
Well, I'd be happy to check you out on it. Actually, you mentioned, in fact, whilst you were doing your rather cool beatboxing looping bit, right?
Yeah.
On the night. Yeah. I was interested to hear the way you were sampling stuff in and then mashing it up live, including, as you said, my sample and the sample from the nice family that were just on and different members of the audience. You took in bits of sound and then sort of managed to twist them out and glitch them out. And you must have had some instrument yourself to do that. I couldn't quite work out what it was, but you've obviously come up with a system where you can do that.
I was using an instrument called Beast, which is a machine that I built myself out in Max for Live. Do you know Max for Live?
Absolutely right, mate. I do, yeah. Not that I can actually program it, but I know a man who does. In fact, we have a thing called MIDI Volve, which is Cold Cut's Max for Live instrument, which we put out through Ableton.
Amazing.
Do you know the guys at Ableton?
Yes, yeah.
So, they're a great company. And wow, so you programmed that thing yourself, made your own instrument. Well, that's exactly what we've been trying to do with Jam, because not what we want to do, the instruments and the tools to do it didn't really exist, so we had to build them.
That's it.
And I don't want to just plug my own thing, but if anyone wants to know what we're talking about and check it out, they can search Ninja Jam, Jamm, and there's a free version out there for iPhone, but also for Android phone, so any smartphone pretty much. And then you can load up Witness the Fitness by Roots Maneuver and Bonobo tracks and some other Ninja Tune tracks, or some samples, some house, some dubstep, and have a go at making music directly yourself. It's kind of a thing which Cold Cut have always tried to put out there, that anyone can have a go making electronic music, and it's a joyful, fun thing to do. It's not down to just some guys who are special and they're the only guys that could do it up there on stage. Actually, I believe anyone can have a go at this and can have fun doing it. I think your 9-year-old DJ there cutting it up also underlined that point as well. So yeah, people have a go, dip your finger into making and messing around with electronic sound. It's a lot of fun.
We're gonna have to do it on my one of my next tech streams. I've got this community called Creation Lounge, which kind of grew out of Yeah, I mean, me just wanting to live stream my process and show the world like what I was making, and attracted this kind of huge community of geeks who just want to know what they can do to be creative. So let's get you on that show. Let's have a geek out, man. That'll be fun.
But
go on.
Let's talk a bit about want to recap on why we were doing what we were doing on Saturday. I must say, apart from anything, I'm here by myself, right? Because my wife's gone off to India for a few months to see her mum.
Right.
I thought rather than just go off afterwards, I could do with a boogie. So I stayed, as you saw, for several hours getting down here in my little studio, and feeling it was like a party. I could see people. Right? I felt part of something which hasn't really happened for this weird time that we've been in. I haven't had that experience. There've been a couple of other live streams where I bopped about a bit, but this was the best one so far, and it was really nice to be there. Yeah,
thank you. I'll take that.
It's good. Ravers the healthiest people, man, because dancing is good exercise, and also when you've got a social situation to be in, friendship, connection, it's very good for your health, actually.
Yeah, absolutely, man. There's lots of studies that show it. That, I mean, obviously all the drugs and stuff, like, I can't comment on that. That's totally up to you. But
they're optional.
The drugs are optional. The rest of it, the coming together, the celebration of music, the feeling of unity, and the exercise, the dancing, it's amazing.
You're definitely right. And actually, some research I was reading in New Scientist recently shows that even bass is good for you. Right? Bass gives you more confidence. Bass gets the juices flowing. Bass raises good chemicals inside you. So actually, what I wrote into New Scientist, and they published my letter. In fact, I pointed it out. I said, maybe the Ravers, it's time to admit the Ravers were right all along. And they actually put my letter in there. So I was quite chuffed about that. It's the geek equivalent of being like on top of the pops,
Yeah. That's amazing, man. Yeah. Well, I'm making a whole show about this. That's kind of how this whole thing was started, because I've written it, this entire solo piece of theatre about how rave saved my life. How when I was struggling with my mental health and I couldn't really go out, I ended up having this, what was just going to be like a birthday dinner party, and it eventually turned into like a proper rave in my house. And my community kind of came to me when I wasn't really in a place where I could go out. And anyway, I made this show. I'm calling the genre rave theatre because it starts off as a seated theatre show, and at the end, the audience watching the show realised that they're the cast, and that the doorbell goes, and I'm like, oh man, move the chairs, you there, hit the lights, they're here, and we actually have the rave. And I've been waiting so long to be allowed to do this show. So that's what you're saying there really resonates. That's the whole story of the show, because we kind of go deep on like, well, what is rave? Like, what can you have a rave in a living room in a village? Can you have a rave on the internet? Like what is the essence of it if you boil it down to its most basic
more of an
elements?
Attitude than a particular environment, isn't it? The people make the environment work out of the attitude of coming together and enjoying it, the community, the connection, and it's that enjoyment of music. That's at the core of it for me, anyway. I mean, I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for music. No, I wouldn't. It's kept me going so many times, actually. Well,
I'm so glad it has, because you're here with us and you smashed it on Saturday, and then I just love it that you kind of stayed for the after party. You were there. It meant a lot to me, man, because I don't know, one of the main goals of that show on Saturday was that I'd get to actually DJ, because the big show we did on New Year's Eve, I didn't get to play as much as I'd wanted, and I was like, the joyous thing about it, right, because we'd done the last two big shows in a big studio, and at the end of the night I had to finish on schedule because there were people working who needed to go home. But this time it was just, there was no one working. It was just me in my living room, because you guys were still there.
Saying like, well, I might as well just play on, right? People
we kept on going until 4 a.m.
Yeah. I actually confess it to you now. I Shazammed some of the tunes you were playing, because I'm possibly working on a sort of new kind of summer happy anthem track, right? And you played some really good references, so I got a few ideas from what you were playing as well. So,
are you telling me I might have influenced something? I'm very proud of that. Oh my god!
You are an influence, mate. You're an influence for good.
Thank
as
you
we
so
can all
much.
see.
Hey,
And,
Matt Black,
I got
thank you
some
so
good
much for being
feedback.
here. How can our crowd keep up to date with what's happening? Is it a cold cut thing these days, or is it a Matt Black thing? Like, what's happening?
No, Cold Cut, still me and Jonathan. And actually, John does wicked radio shows on Mixcloud and stuff. And we keep busy. A record that we put out last year, which was a collaboration with a bunch of South African musicians, and also Tony Allen, the drummer, even though he's passed away. We got him on the track and on the record, and a bunch of international and London jazz talent. We made this record called Keller Kettler, and everyone really liked it. And actually, I think it's the best thing we've done for years, and I really enjoyed making it. My wife, who's sort of the biggest influence in my life nowadays, was a big help with it, and making it was a really joyous experience. And actually, Six Music, big up Six Music, have been really supporting it. A track, last single, International Love Affair, again, you know, for the positivity, for the love. So if you want to check us out, search Keller Kettler and you'll see what we've been up to recently. But we keep busy with a ton of stuff, and Ninja Tune is rocking better than ever, actually, even in these weird times. Enough respect to the Ninja, the tribe who run the label, and to everyone for supporting it, you know, with Bicep and Young Fathers and Odessa. And
so cool.
We've got some pretty cool artists, actually. We kind of leave Cold Cut in the dust, but that's okay, because, you know, we rock behind in the slipstream, kind of.
You're the
nodding
founding
away.
fathers, man. They know where they come from, man. They do.
All right.
Thank you so much, Matt.
All right.
Absolutely
Thank you,
lovely
and
to have
thank you
you.
for doing what you're doing. I just squeeze in quickly that I've had my own battles with my own mental health for years, and many times I've nearly given up. And I've known friends who didn't make it. And big up Calm, already supported before you got in touch. A track of ours called Mr. Nichols, actually made in 2006 with Saul Williams. It's all about the problem of male suicide and transcending that. And yeah, we need to get this on. We need to put every positive effort into helping everyone out there. We all are connected. We all have mental struggles. I certainly know I do, and I'm sure that's universal. So, you know, one love, pushing on music, positive energy, keep it together. Let's do this. All right.
Oh, Matt, you star. Thank you so much, man. Lots of love to you, and thanks for sharing that, man. It's the more people who do that, the better. And going to help us make even more money for Calm. Matt, thank you so much. Everyone give it up for Matt Black, everybody. Thank you so much, Matt. See you soon. Oh, this is such a lovely affair. This is just a really joyous evening. Honestly, I only conjured the idea up about a day ago. I think I texted Matt and Micky and everyone yesterday. I was like, how about this? And everyone's just like, yeah, let's do it. It's important. So thank you. If you just tuned in, this is the BST Rave Comedown live stream. If you don't know what that means, we had a huge party on Saturday to benefit Calm, the campaign against living miserably, an incredible charity supporting people at risk of suicide. And we raised £5,610. That yellow bar, it started off just as a white bar with a tiny bit of yellow at the bottom, and we pushed it all the way up, and now we're on 112%. I'm so proud of what we did. And it brought together 4,000 home ravers around the world. It was a truly international affair. We had 35 different DJs playing across 7 virtual arenas. I can't believe I'm saying these words. We went on national TV. I did an interview on TV on BBC One. It was just, it was crazy. So we're having a debrief just to gently come back down to earth before we end it. Big up to everyone giving love in the chat. Hey, big up to Mrs. Magoo sending the hearts. What's up, Mrs. Magoo? Another dope DJ. We need to get Mrs. Magoo on one of our next shows. Big up DJ Fat says International Love Affair. What a tune. Loving the Matt Black and the Cold Cut music. Micky Finn's on Twitch, everybody. I'm quite proud of that. Micky Finn is now on Twitch, and he hadn't heard of it before BST Rave. That is amazing. Big up to you, Micky Finn. Yeah, big up to Crowd Leader, sending love over to Suze. Johanna, I remember when Matana and some other people with me went crazy in one breakout room. We were like in our own world and just raved together. That was amazing and one of the best moments. Hey, thank you for sharing that, Johanna. You were one of the hardcore ravers who was there right to the bitter end. I remember that. I appreciated that when I was still DJing at Gone 3 a.m. and you guys were still there just bouncing. I absolutely love it. I might have to just do another stream of that set and just play it out again. That would be fun. We'll do that maybe one night. Listen, I'm going to keep things moving. I'm going to jump into our next guest. Micky's still here. I love it. Micky, great job. We need to talk tomorrow. Great idea on Play. Oh, Micky's got an idea, everybody. Micky's got an idea. You know what happens when someone like Micky Finn gets an idea? I've got an idea too. I've got a big vision for my next big event that I want to do. I can't wait to tell you all about it. It's going to be huge. If you think Saturday was huge, that was just the start. It really was. But listen, I want to bring on our next guest. She absolutely smashed it on Saturday. Loads of people gave me amazing feedback about Georgie Rogers. She's a broadcaster and a DJ and a journalist. And she did a 15-minute in the main room, which absolutely slayed it. And then she took it off into room 2. We had 7 virtual stages where you could go and wander around all these like different styles of music in this kind of virtual version of a nightclub in Zoom. It was amazing. So I didn't get to see Georgie Rogers do her set, but I heard so much amazing stuff about it. Apparently she smashed it. So I'm going to bring her. I think she's up there. Georgie, are you there? I think she is. Let me just see if this is going to work. Always flying by the seat of my pants. Are you there, everyone? Give it up for Georgie Rogers.
Hey!
Hey, Georgie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. Yeah, I'm buzzing, actually. I'm having a lovely evening. This was just sort of thrown together.
I know. Meant to hear from Matt, though. That Keller Kettler record is so good.
Have you played it?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I really like that. And obviously, all the shout out, all the Ninja Tune crew. They just put out some of the best music ever. Always consistent. So yeah, I loved watching that then.
I know, he's such a dude as well. He's just like, honestly, he raved till the bitter end just on Zoom and just one of us, man of the people. It was so lovely that he was there. It was really cool. But Georgie, let's talk about you. How's things? Did you have another gig or something earlier tonight? Because you weren't even sure if you could join us.
Oh yeah, I do a radio show on Foundation FM, and it was just that was happening till 9.
How was it?
Yeah, it was good. It was all good. Yeah.
Wicked. Well, listen, how did you feel after your show on Saturday with us? What was the experience like for you?
Yeah, I was buzzing, like proper, the adrenaline. Like, I think because I haven't DJ'd out for ages. So just like, and actually doing it properly, like setting up it was in the middle of my bedroom so that you couldn't move in my room. There was I put a ladder, and then I'd brought all my table that's normally in the corner of the room into the middle of the room, and then it was like an obstacle course getting in here, but I set it up properly and bought a disco light the day before, just to sort of make it a bit special. And so when I was actually doing it and then seeing everyone in the windows dancing, it was so fun.
It's a thrill, right?
I was just I wanna, can't wait to do it for people in real life.
Yeah, I know, man. It's such a strange pain. Like the way that these kind of Zoom raves, they help with the pain of not being able to do that, but they also exacerbate that pain. You just want to go out and do it. You just it's kind of it's like having a limb missing or something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that was as close. That was as close as we can get currently, and it was so fun. And I really enjoyed watching all the other DJs and. I mean, the 15-minute set was the quickest. Doing 15 minutes, and also because I was really live, so I was really need to not mess this up.
Oh no, you smashed it! You absolutely smashed it. You played some mad remix which went through 5 different soul tunes in one go or something. What was that? It was
it might have been the Eric Kupper remix of I'm Every Woman, but it's also got Respect in it as well.
Is that what it was? I was buzzing off that. That was cool.
I was throwing them in there as quick as
15 minutes is hard, right? Because if you've got a longer time, you can go on a journey. And if you're just doing 5 minutes, you can just slam them in. But 15, it's what? It's not that easy to do.
Yeah.
Oh, you did great. You did really, really great. Well, listen, thanks so much for helping us raise this amazing money for the charity and being part of our team. Is there anything you want to say to all the people watching?
No, just keep donating, because I think everyone knows someone or has lost someone to suicide, or knows someone that's really struggling and that, you know, might not be okay. And that, you know, it's that difference of them not taking it to that stage. And if the help is out there, you know, Calm does amazing things. And it's just like making that call and making that connection when you are in your lowest kind of moment. So, and I think with this year, you know, it's been so hard for everybody for so many reasons, like so much loss and grief and, you know, isolation. And so, yeah, just keep donating, because it's really, really important that, yeah, the help is available to people when they're really struggling.
Love it. Oh, thank you so much, Georgie. Everybody give it up for Georgie Rogers in the house. You smashed it on Saturday, and we can't wait to see you in real life and do this again. And I'll be giving you a shout about the plans I have to do this in real life. Thank you so much, Georgie. We'll see you soon, okay?
Bye.
Yay. Thank you, Georgie. Thank you. I think we might have just been raided. Have we just been raided over on Twitch? I can see a whole bunch of people in there. Hey, how we doing? Hello, Celine. Hello, Roshni. Hey, raid. Did we just get raided? I thought it would pop up telling me that we got raided. But thank you so much, whoever was. Doesn't it not tell you when you get raided? I don't even know. Lyrics Organics is raiding with a party of 14. That's amazing. What's up, Lyrics Organics crew? Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard the Lyrics Organics crew. Love you lot. How was your stream? It was your birthday stream, wasn't it? You've been doing Lockdown Your Aerial for a whole year. Congratulations. That's amazing. Happy birthday. Oh, big up to Beatbox Hobbit. Big up to Roshni. Big up to Bella. Big up to Dan. Amazing. Big up to Linnade. Big up to Alice. Everyone in the crew. Thank you for the raids. We've been having a little bit of an after party here because we had a huge show on Saturday, a massive charity show called BST Rave to celebrate the clocks changing British summertime. We had just this mad lineup. I'll show you a little bit of the footage here because we're finishing up now, but it's been an amazing night, and it's just a chance for me to kind of just understand what on earth happened last Saturday. We raised £5,610. Thank you for the people who've been donating tonight. We've been raising money for Calm, an incredible anti-suicide charity that support people who are right on the edge of the line and, you know, really, really need that support. And this event, honestly, it was crazy. Let me show you this. So this is okay,
ready?
This is me
Okay, give me a 3, 2, 1 and then make any sound you like.
This is me sampling the crowd.
3, 2, 1. Fresh. Fresh.
This is good. This is fun. Okay, who's gonna be next? Who else wants to make?
And then I turned it into a track.
Yo, we love you. Yo, we love you.
That's great.
Yo, we love you.
This young man here wants
Let me see.
This man. Hang on.
So
I've got these 8 sounds.
If Lee's still watching, that's your raspberry. Your raspberry turned into music. It really was a wild night, man. Let's see. Oh, AAA Bad Boy. This was one of my absolute highlights. He smashed it. He tore the place apart. This was like the night was getting dark by this point. You can see all the Zoom ravers. If you can see yourself, let us know. So cool. Who else did we have? What else did we have on here? DJ Rap, she smashed it as well. Jax Jones, international chart-topping superstars like Jax Jones. It just blows my mind that this even happened. Really was incredible. And look at that, that was when we had 95% of our target. There was an hour and a half to go till British summertime. We did it. We made it, guys. Oh, Natasha says she can see herself. That's amazing. That really is amazing. It really was incredible. What an incredible night we had. And yes, big up Hobbit, who says AAA Bad Boy is a bad man. He really is. He really, really smashed it. Sus4 Masters, Rob the Bank. Yeah, we saw Rob the Bank. So you can still watch those shows at bstrave.com. They'll be up for another week or so. And I've got it all here. I've got it all archived, so I think I might have to stream some of it out again another time because it was such an epic night. But listen, thank you so much for tonight. It's been beautiful to hear some stories from you Ravers at home. It's been beautiful to reconnect and have a little interview chat with Micky Finn and with Matt Black from Cold Cut and with Georgie Rogers just then. So listen, thank you everyone who's been part of this BST Rave journey. I think, do you know what? This time next Thursday, I think I'm just going to stream out some of the sets. I think I go live every Thursday. I think this time next week, I'm just going to play back some of these amazing shows we had. And if you want to keep in touch with us and be part of the next one, you can sign up to the mailing list also there, bstrave.com.
bstrave.com.
And be part of it. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name's SK Shlomo. I will see you same time next week, next Thursday. Big up Lyrics Organics for the raid. And big up to everyone who's been watching and been part of this stream and on Saturday night. We did it. We made it to the summer. We raised a whole bunch of money for an incredible cause. And more importantly, you've given me an idea for something huge, which I can't wait to tell you all about. Lots of love, guys. I will see you next Thursday, 8 p.m. BST. Bye, 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 bye.